clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Baylor Bears, taking on last year's national champions, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the game. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for room, it's Fields. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got it.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet them down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Here comes the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Turner. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
And the Bears will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Gonna run it. It's Davison. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. When the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Just a hair too much on him from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Pulls it in. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Williams. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Bears are flying down the field. Grab behind the line. It's Roberts. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some mediums.
And the Bears back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Bears will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. There he goes. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking for a huge play. Brings it down on the right side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Gonna run it. It's Davison. Breaks the tackle. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. There's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He wants it all. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They can make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Oregon. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 4. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Fires to the middle. And he blows down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. The give is to Smith. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man, it's Wade. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Baylor offense back onto the field. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum.
Touchdown, Baylor! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Holds and fires complete to the right.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
The Ducks come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll throw on third down. Fights it out of the air. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This quarterback really is going to have to be aware in this game of trying to find lanes to throw into when he's throwing over the middle of the field, because this D-line does a great job getting their hands in the air.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Using his legs, it's Fields. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Quarterback moving. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Leaves it with the back. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bears will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Wade. On the move at the 30. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Looking for a gap. It's Turner. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. From the gun, running back on the move. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. Shakes off the defender. Turning it on! And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here. grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They needed less than a yard, didn't hesitate, didn't think about the field goal. Probably a little long for that, but they get the first down.
And now that you've got it and a fresh set of downs, look at where they are in the field. You're sort of in that fringe area. There are a lot of coaches that like to take shots at this specific juncture of the field. Let's see what the offense does here.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line, it's Smith. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And as an offense, I got to find some good plays down here where I can get the ball out of my hands, get some positive yards. That wasn't one of them. Let's not do that one again.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Here's the handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. The give on the option. There he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The run to the right. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
The Ducks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Oregon! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Williams.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense in press coverage. It'll be a run on third and short. Crosses the 45. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. With the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the...
Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the run, it's Turner. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They'll go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Motion from the back. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Tries to get it on the ground. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Just tried to barge their way forward out of the gun and still couldn't find any room to run. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Let's get two.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting it, keep spinning it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. They'll line up for a second down play. Motion from the wideout. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's knocked down.
Well, on a second and forever situation, they hand it off, and they're able to get a big portion of yardage back now to at least give themselves an opportunity to convert this third down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say,
running free. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
and another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game one. Blowout win looking like in game two. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
14. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Baylor offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. I tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The give as they work on that clock. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Hicks. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And in a 2-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple more times. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender.